Welcome back to Championship Sunday.
Hello and welcome.
Reba hits a deadly low reverse, defended by Wu, who's going to swing with her right hand.
Wow.
A soft touch from Plett. That's a double. Oh my gosh, that may be the best rally we've seen.
This is just sportsmanship.
Can't look at him, I'm going to cry.
You know, sensei to student relationship.
Nice up from Rahul, and Nickel sets him, and it's a good pull. Everton with a set. We've an area lefty on two!
We are back in the action here with the women's finals coming to you in just a moment. Once again, Jonah Zwillinger, Ben Dantowitz, we're here having fun. Hope you are as well. What do we got here in this final?
Yeah, I know we said we'll see you in 5 minutes, but it turned out that
like
Kickstart decided to be the second team of the day to take not one, but now the second game that TWINZ has dropped in over a year of women's division round at competition. So
I thought that was matches. That was games?
Yeah, games.
Wow.
Yeah, TWINZ has not dropped a match in the last over calendar year now. So incredible feat. So it took a little bit longer for TWINZ to make it to the finals than both they and you at the home might have hoped. But that's super exciting for Graham Rogers. On the other hand, has not dropped a game all day. Undefeated in pools, as we noted earlier in their semifinal, and won that semifinal and quarters along the way, all 2-0. So it's going to be interesting to see if TWINZ can now flip the script and reclaim that dominance they had all throughout 2021.
Yeah, a little less dominant today, like you said. So potentially a bit of a vulnerability that Alli Rogers and Becca Graham will be looking to exploit. Of course, we just saw them win that semifinal. It wasn't the most dominant victory ever, but there was really no doubt that they were going to be the victors. Just as we were working our way through Game 2, it was pretty clear that they were going to be the ones working their way on top. But like you said, yes, Alli and Olivia Jenki, they just worked their way through a 3-game semifinal matchup. Likely pretty warm, so they're not going in too cold like Alli and Becca might be on the other side of things. But I think both teams are looking ready to go and should be underway in just a moment.
Yeah. We're getting the observer squad also ready for this matchup. We're going to have 3 observers available to us. Really good to have that for the finals matchup, having all the different angles covered on serves and during rallies. So that's really exciting, making sure for any disagreements, we've got someone with a clear view of what's going on. They'll be able to signal to us what the play or call might be on those. So getting set on the field, Graham and Rogers, as you noted, trying to get warm, get those muscles loose again. It's been a little bit of time since they had to play.
And it's getting colder. And it's
getting colder and windier. Yep. I myself,
I'm
hardly ready for the weather we've had today.
Are you wearing shorts?
I'm actively putting on sweatpants behind the camera, you guys.
Wow.
Just not stuff you want to have to deal with. Yeah.
That's next level.
Trying to just manage the situation.
All right. You heard it here first. Ben Dantowitz putting on sweatpants right now.
I wear the pants in these broadcasts, I think.
Hey, there you go.
I like to hope as much. Actually, that's not true.
Right now
Andrew,
you're not. I mean, you're only like halfway wearing
If I can
the
be
pants.
honest, you guys, Andrew Gasaway wears the pants in all the Spikeball Tour Series broadcasts.
Fair. Andrew Gasaway, of course, the man behind the camera.
The man behind
all the cameras.
5, 10,
the man
20
behind
cameras?
every camera, the mics, the soundboard, the computers, doing everything at the same time. So if you see a man running around the place, or if you see, for some reason, a blur in front of a camera as he is just sprinting across the field, know that it is Andrew Gasaway coming to the rescue, solving something that needs solving.
If you ever stopped for a moment to grab water, just make sure to thank him if you're at a Spikeball Tour Series event this year, because he is the man.
Yeah, the man. The myth, the legend. Hopefully you get a chance to meet him. Good guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I mean, we are seeing live action warm-up happening here.
Yeah.
Alli Rogers and Becca Graham trying to get loose. Actually, some layers being removed. Shocking. I actually would like to steal that sweatshirt and put it on right now myself.
If anybody is watching this stream live in Richmond and can find that sweatshirt for me,
you want to bring us jackets? That would be great.
I would like to buy them off you. I can Venmo you. I've got a couple of dollars to my name on person in cash. But yeah, speaking of greats, we were just talking about Andrew Gasaway being greats. Right here at the net, these are 4 of the greats in women's round net.
Yep.
Olivia set to serve first to Alli Rogers here.
Yeah, we saw her go for a bit of a lefty there. Both of her hands ruthless. Rogers and Graham, though, quite familiar with that. They've played this matchup countless times, so they'll be ready for that serve, even though it was pretty good. It was well received, but here's the defense. Well received, and a good attempt there, just throwing a hand in the way of that ball as it popped off the net, but just could not get that clearance on the way back. So first point to the Jenki Twins.
Yeah, a lot of matchup familiarity for Graham Rogers, but not as much familiarity in winning that matchup quite yet. So if they can mash up having that winning feeling they had on this field not 3 years ago for Graham in the national championship, and for Rogers winning a bronze medal herself in the championship, this field might be the one to get that big upset over Twins. Though down a game or two in series earlier today, definitely still the heavy favorite for the matchup.
Oh, something that happened off camera a moment ago, of course, that everyone's talking about. I saw it buzzing a little bit in the chat about it. Double clutch reigning national champions lost in the quarterfinals to Max Modell and Gabe Finocchi. New team coming in. But back to the action in front of us again. We just saw defensive play coming in, almost coming in for Rogers and Graham, but they were not quite able to convert. But again, double clutch losing in the quarterfinals is a shock. I know that's why it was mentioned in the chat, and it's something that now we got to keep our eye on Finocchi and Modell, and if they can make a run, if they can take Richmond. Yeah,
and they're awaiting a strong semifinal matchup as the rest of that quarterfinal bracket gets filled out on Flango. We can keep y'all attuned to those scores, but right here, right now, it's 2-1. Twins up the half break early.
Double fault from Alli, so it will be back in the hands of Rogers to make something happen. Serve out on the right hand. Good set. Good body up, though, and here comes another good body up coming in. Oh, my God, we got a rally here. She's going for the diving hit. She puts it on, and that's Alli with the set. Olivia with the put away, and Graham cannot chase it down.
What a
the best rally of the
point.
day.
We've got back-to-back body touches here. 1, 2, and then another touch, and a lefty on from Rogers, but then Olivia with a slightly better anything you can do. I can lefty it better. Put away to get that point.
Look at that set. And that get there from Rogers off the net, making it happen with the left, just across the body, almost behind the back in a sense, but that was a fantastic grab. And now we're back to a great serve coming in from Olivia. A nice righty. And it looks like Becca just could not quite grab that good wide angle to give Alli and Olivia the point. Another serve coming on, and oh, that one, I guess, well received. No, that one is not going to clip the net. I thought for a second
it might have gone on one. Yeah, we're way back here, but they sorted that out. Looks like it's just another break now. Up 5-2, 3 in a row.
Oh, a massive lefty, but that one is called side pocket, just barely. But that one almost had another break written all over it. That's Olivia, who's now ripping away at these. The serve's already heating up. The right step and the swing. Okay receive, but a better set. Backhand, though, right into Alli's hands, who then quickly gets the set and puts it away.
Yeah, to call back to the semifinals matchup where Pearson Foster weren't covering that backhand put away for Rogers and Graham as much. Alli Jenki sitting, waiting, ready on that backhand flick from Becca Graham and gets an easy 1-2-3 put away on defense.
Yeah, already we're seeing a timeout within the first few points. Alli Rogers, Becca Graham, they are not messing around here. They do not want to allow any sort of lead to get built up. I mean, you do not want to allow that momentum to get established. That's what they're looking to do here with this timeout. So early on, again, you may question that, and you may say, hey, you want to save that for later when the stakes are a little bit higher, but you've got one timeout per game to 21, and they're using it now to hopefully just get the momentum back on their side as soon as they can.
Yeah, like you said, you only get one per game, but you also hope you have only one, if not even fewer, 4-0 runs against you to start a game off, especially the championship match. So we see the players regrouping on the field, looking to get set. And for Graham and Rogers, it just starts with 1 point at a time here. They're known to be really crafty and dedicated into getting those long runs back the other way. So look for them to continue chipping away as they try to get just one hold here.
Well, another serve really consistent now from Olivia, but this one well received, and there's the backhand from Rogers that we've seen so far a lot, just in them two games that they played earlier. A lot of backhands. Rogers makes it happen, and she'll put it away. Good swing, but well received again from Alli, and there's a lip up, it seems, I think, called rim. So that'll go back to the hands of Graham, who got a good break.
Yeah, a rare miscue. Twins known for being such a strong hitting team offensively. You really have to challenge their serve receive if you want to get at them for a break. But an unforced error. So an opportunity for Graham Rogers to close the gap a bit further.
It's Graham to serve. She'll step left and go for the jam, but it'll clip the rim, and it'll go back to the hands of the Jenki twins. Brief discussion on the score. But quickly after, Alli will rip away with her right. Clips the rim. There she goes again. That one well received. Defensive opportunity there with the body, but again, Alli just not quite in position. So Rogers will take that put away just happily.
Rogers with a pretty big bag of serves, as we saw in the semifinals. I'd be curious to see if she can get that reverse cut to land in this matchup, as it's something that TWINZ likely hasn't seen much of, as Rogers did not have it in 2021. So it must be a new thing she worked in the lab this off season.
That's a great serve, but again, well received. Alli going for the hit, and it is a push attempt right by Rogers, who nearly had that touch. She was inches away from getting that one up, but the ball just sneaking by, so the TWINZ take another. Olivia to serve. Step out right, very good cut, but well received. Unfortunately, a bit of a hitting error there from Graham. The set was there from Rogers, putting up just on that rim edge where you have a lot of options as a hitter. Graham goes for the push and just clipped the rim.
Yeah, Becca Graham just like that half step short of being to the net in time, not able to get the trigger of that hit off, while Rogers gave her just enough time to get back. And it's going to cost Rogers showing the clean sign there for the hit. Showing a flat hand, that means clean, and Olivia Jenki looks like is calling rim, so we have a little discussion to see what the perspective was for the observers and if they've got a clear view on the call.
Yeah, you see on your screen those three big yellow-shirted dudes. Those are our observers for this matchup. They are going to have a bit of a discussion on what they saw, and we saw the symbol for rim, so it's going to go to the TWINZ.
Yeah, that closed fist up on the forearm looks like, if you squint really hard, a ball hitting the rim, I guess. But yeah, Jake Goodnow there signaling, and Rich Harpy and Grant Laughlin, the other observers around the net for this match.
The pressure being applied, the body defense there from Olivia. Once again, we've got a little bit of a debate, but I think this one, at least it sounded like rim from here. Could have always been pocket, though. You never know from our angle, so the observers will discuss.
Yeah, knowing the view I have as a player sometimes, the view I sometimes have as an observer, I know that my view is really bad from the commentating booth. So
I could call that one a redo. So once again, Olivia will serve. And
a redo called there, just like when you don't have observers in self-officiating, if the observers themselves either have similarly good views and have different opinions on it, or no one has a clear enough view, it's just a replayed point.
Oh, big lefty. That one's going to be well received, but the set is to the left hand of Graham, who gets it on but forces a defensive error.
Yeah, and it looks like an active call there on a no-hit zone violation there on the right of our screen. Becca Graham, her set from Rogers was a little bit too far off, and her footwork couldn't adjust in time to get outside of that 1.5-foot no-hit zone.
Yeah, it's tough when you set up at the net.
Yep.
You're in position for what you would think is going to be the ideal set, but it comes in a little off. You have to adjust in time. Speaking of adjustments, we saw a bit of a defensive adjustment there from Olivia, who's nearly able to get that body up, but the ball actually just going a little bit too fast in the opposite direction of her teammates, so not able to get it.
A little bit more of a body out there as Graham and Rogers side out themselves.
Good serve, but called high. Now Alli to serve. Oh, a great drop, and that one floors Graham. Puts her on her knees, literally. I mean, that one had no shot of getting received. That was a good motion, keeping that disguised motion the same as her, normal righty cut, but keeping that ball low and really tough to grab.
Yeah, not 2 or 3 points before when Alli Jenki, that is, was serving. Hard to call them both Jenki. So if you excuse using the first names, Alli Jenki pulls the ball in closer to her body on a lot of her jam serves that she hits at the opponent, and it allows her to then disguise her drop super well because her jam serves look a lot like the toss for her drop serves.
At the highest level of round net, we often see, these servers experimenting with their grips, with their stances, but it's all about trying to trick that receiver into what exactly you're doing. Are you going to hit that cut spin? Are you going to hit the reverse cut spin? Getting that same motion is, exactly what you're looking for. We just saw that reverse cut come in.
Ask and you shall receive,
exactly.
Jonah.
Speaking of the reverse cut, Rogers comes out and just puts one beautifully away out of Alli's reach. And now we'll go for another. Feeling confident. Rips away at the left, and that is beautiful. Well received and an even better set, but a poor hit on the net from Olivia. Body up, and that one is going to go out of reach. That is well played from Rogers and Graham.
Yeah, some fantastic serving pressure there. Back-to-back for Alli Rogers, that is, on the Jenki twins. Getting a bit of a run going. Some discussion here, just making sure maybe the serves were clean across the call, checking with an observer for perspective.
Well, Rogers up to bat. That's 2 points in a row. She's looking for 3. That serve, unfortunately, long. Should go again. Another step out right. Puts that one on. Unfortunately, clipping the left rim. Called no good, as we could all pretty clearly hear and see. So to go back into Jenki and Jenki's pocket, it is Olivia, the one up to serve next. Oh, big serve, well received by Graham. The set's there. The hit is right towards Olivia, but just out of her reach on that right hand. Couldn't get it up. Another point for Graham and Rogers.
And such an impressive receive from Graham, too, is Jenki, Olivia Jenki, that is, stepping out really quickly with a delivery. Not many fakes involved there, just going right for the serve. And Graham able to scoop that up and get a clean put away in a matter of milliseconds. So good.
Well, it's that time. It's time for Graham and Rogers to make a run. They're down 4, and they need to get something going. So close on that body. You see their reactions. Nearly had that. They were in the right place, but just could not get that ball up.
Being so rarely in that right position, it becomes even more critical at this high level, especially in the finals now of this match, needing to make those execution plays each time you get the spot. So
Alli with a jam, nice, and a tough receive, and even tougher set, and Rogers cannot convert. Good serve by Alli, opening up that and giving them the break.
Yeah, the few breaks there opened up by Alli Rogers on the other side of the ball. Now pretty much erased by Alli Jenki's strong serving pressure. So it's just a battle of making sure you defend your breaks and get those holds so that you can have the chance to then continue pushing the other team and challenging them for their breaks.
Well, here she goes again. Unfortunately, a double fault coming in, though, for the Twins. Giving the ball back to Graham and Rogers, who need to get something going. They are down 5 points right now, at least, and it really is do or die in game 1. Swinging away hard is Rogers, who gets that ball stuck under the net. Lobster trap is what we call it. She'll go again, and that one is good, but well received by Olivia. She'll go with a push, and it works. An attempt at the lefty on 2 coming in from Rogers. Actually, you couldn't see because we're looking at a replay here, but she actually hugged Becca Graham and apologized for that error.
Yeah, and you can see if the ball was a little bit more across the net on that replay, it would have been a pretty good execution opportunity, but where the ball was on the first touch from Graham, really tricky decision to make for Rogers.
Well, Olivia just attempted a looked like a good lefty, but just missing. Backhand here coming in from Rogers, and once again, a consistent backhand. Alli Rogers putting that one away.
Yeah, it's so good you can't even really defend it. She's showing backhand as she approaches the net. There's nothing she can do about it, Olivia, on the defensive end.
Oh, that was close. Becca Graham swinging away, but just catching that near net rim. Going again, that one good. Olivia to set, Alli to receive, hits it to lefty, but the body is up, and Becca has a chance. Unfortunately, that is defended, and I believe clips the rim on the entry.
Yeah, just checking with the observers there for signal. It looked like a no-hit zone infraction signal again. So another lefty spike by Becca Graham being called a no-hit zone infraction.
Wow.
Really unfortunate, just missing that by inches, really, even though Olivia did have the touch queued up.
Well, a great recovery set that is, and now it's about defense. Can Rogers make it happen? She can! Hits up and over.
And
Olivia.
Gotta have that hold. Absolutely needed it to stay even just alive in this game.
Just barely, too. We saw the smile crack on Olivia Jenki's face there. She knew she had an opportunity at that ball, just jumped a little early. So the ball the timing of that movement was a little bit out of reach. The score 18-13, 5-point deficit for Graham and Rogers. Rogers looking to make something happen. She'll step out right, swing away. This is going to be played now. No, it is called high, it looks like. It looks like they're pranking everyone. They pranked each other, it looks like. You can see them having a jovial conversation.
Yeah, I'd be jovial if I'm up 18-13 game 1 of the finals at the Spikeball Tour Series Championship here, or Tour Stop Challenger event.
Yeah, no kidding. Good serve, though, from Rogers, but a great recovery set. This was going to be a big chip, and Becca Graham looking like she wanted to jump at the end there, but knew it was a little bit unrealistic and out of reach. So she'll work her way back to the net with some enthusiasm as this gap is now what seems like an impossible gap to overcome.
Yeah, you see Becca off frame there trying to sell the hinder call, running into the observer, way off frame.
A great serve by Olivia. Again, well received. Defensive touches up, but a little awkward for Olivia Jenki. And Alli Jenki also trying to get a touch over her head. But again, it would have been a little bit an awkward touch. So it ball falls to the ground. Graham and Rogers stay alive. Graham to serve. This one is going to be played. Confirmed now that Alli almost misses that ball completely, but gets lucky enough, hits the front pocket, and it will work.
Might have hit fingertips there. She went for a pretty full swing, and the ball came off quite slowly. So something to dial in maybe as she looks to close out game one with a serve.
Oh, she goes for the bowl.
And that is a serve, if I had to say she's trying to close out the game. But the second serve, a little more serious, you could call it, but still a fault.
Yeah, trying to get creative, maybe mixing it up to make Graham and Rogers think a little bit more about what's coming next in Game 2, because that is exactly where the Twins are focused right now. Game 1 is all but curtains unless we can see a miracle here from Rogers. She'll try a left, which it looked like Olivia Jenki may not have been fully ready for, but the ball does not even get close to actually
Down 5, it's a really tall task to get all of those breaks back against a strong team like Twins, who just toy with the ball and control it well for that drop. But it brings up, I know we talked a little bit in the semifinals, Jonah, about whether you go for that second serve hard or whether you try to tap it on and play defense. Another thing that comes to mind when you're down 5 points against a team like Twins is statistically, do you show them your bag of serves when you're down 5?
Right.
I don't have a reverse cut or offhand serves that I can just mess around with and have fun with. But for someone like Alli, you can hit 4, 5, 6 distinct kinds of serves.
Yeah.
How many looks do you want to give top players like Olivia and Alli before you know you need to probably have to win Game 2, and then more likely not, you're going to push Game 3 because Game 1 is pretty much in the rear view at that point?
Well, it is definitely now for us. It is Game 1 concluded in this final.
Right, you are.
And it is the Jenki Twins on top in the first. We have Graham and Rogers who are going to be looking to make a comeback in Game 2. Of course, this is a best of 3, and they're going to have a chance to do that in Game 2. But we're going to take a quick break before we get there. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.